But what do we have here? The noisy neighbor, Manchester City, the great and ever, building Manchester City, have crashed out or have been eliminated in the round of 16 at the Club World Cup, the FIFA Club World Cup. It was a good game. I watched the game, albeit just majorly the extended highlights, where I had to just kind of take a deep dive into what was happening there. Manchester City had some control, some semblance of control in the game. They scored first, but Al Hilal never gave up, and I was particularly happy, for certain players in the Al Hilal team, Neves in the midfield, as well as players like João Cancelo getting his revenge against City again, and even like Inzaghi, getting his revenge against, or getting a second win against Pep Guardiola, as he did with when he was in Inter. So it was a good game. I watched it, and it was a back and forth thing. And for another player who I was particularly impressed with his performance was Malcolm. This Al Hilal team showed us how it meant, or how it would be for other teams to learn to beat Man City, and it was pretty interesting. I was pretty impressed by how they panned out. Look at the stats, look at the how the game panned out and how the players played and all that. You can tell that these guys meant business, and I was looking for that upset. So it was 2 upsets in a day, right? So Inter crashed out, as well as Man City. So European giants fall to Brazilian and Saudi Pro League, and it's a good thing for the Brazilian League and the Saudi Pro League. So pretty excited for that. When I said look at the stats, it did really clock for people. When I said look at the stats, look at the ball possession, 69% to Man City, and then 31% to Al Hilal. Basically, Al Hilal taking over Man City taking over everything, while Al Hilal were kind of like in defensive mode and trying to block all the passage of lanes and passage of play for Man City. But look at the XG, the expected goals. We have 4.35 to Man City and 3.16 to Al Hilal. But now look at the total number of shots. 30 shots, almost double of what Al Hilal had. That is 17 shots. Then on target, they had 15, which is 50% shot accuracy, while Al Hilal had about 30% shot accuracy. That is 6. And then we have big chances. Man City had 7 big chances, but Al Hilal had more big chances, which is 8. And then for big chances missed, they both missed 4 each. Al Hilal 50% of their big chances missed, while Man City 60% of their big chances missed. Then we go to accurate passes, and all Man City is really more than double Al Hilal's passing accuracy, 92%, Al Hilal's 84%, but 17 fouls committed for Man City, and then 7 fouls committed for Al Hilal. Look at the corners, 19-4, and yet Man City couldn't finish the game. But it is what it is. I'm happy that Man City are out, even though Pep Guardiola came up with his own excuses as to why, and then the players are tired. And Ryan Cherki, who was talking trash about Man United and how he intends to, or what his plans are for Man United, was crying, and that was what's most important for me. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comment section, and follow for more.